Well, this time last week, the destruction had just begun. People were searching for survivors after a violent tornado cut a path of destruction in parts of Kentucky. Several tornadoes, others hunkering down, fearing for what was to come.
And now 77 people are dead and there is tornado damage in 21 counties. Tonight, WDRB's Gilbert Coursey shares a story of perspective on the pain.
When disaster strikes,
well, I mean, we're lucky. We're blessed.
People say they understand. They feel your pain.
My heart bled for those communities because I know how hard it was.
Troy Albert says some things you can't truly imagine unless you've lived it.
You're just praying and hoping that everybody survives.
For Albert, the Western Kentucky tornadoes brought a flashback.
The high school right across the street.
10 years ago, the former principal of Henryville Junior Senior High wrote out an EF4 twister in his office with about 30 others. 170-mile-an-hour winds flattened part of the building and destroyed homes and lives in the surrounding community.
Hey, what can we do?
It taught this school leader 3 tangible lessons districts in the Kentucky counties with tornado damage can use. First, stabilize your students.
Locate the students and the families that have lost their homes or were having to be displaced. A team of teachers and administrators made that connection with those families.
Second, adjust your curriculum.
Our students couldn't have homework because we didn't know where they were going to do it. They didn't have...
No home, no homework.
No, yes. So we tried to focus in what can we get accomplished during the school day.
Third, bring the counseling to the classroom.
Talk and what they're going through, how they're feeling. And as teachers, I really felt like it was important to listen.
Henryville went from wreck to rebuilt in 5 months. A success story Albert now shares as a FEMA-trained disaster responder. He goes into communities hit with the unthinkable to help schools with the logistics of recovery for both buildings and the families.
Small town, the school is the center of the entire community, and it's the heart. It's the soul.
Lessons learned the hard way, but this principal believes Western Kentucky will pass the test. Now, schools in Western Kentucky didn't suffer the kind of structural damage that Henryville did, but more families were impacted there. Troy Albert's now principal at Salem High School. He says he's planning to take a trip to Mayfield in February, and that's due in part to something else that he learned in the Henryville disaster, that the mass amount of attention and assistance will eventually fade, but months later, the community will still have needs. Gilbert Coursey, WDRB News.